Hey guys, my name is Nancy Sliger and I will be the instructor for the Excel Center at Poplar Bluff Personal Fitness course for Term 3. This is going to be classified as a night class, so you'll have to check in on Monday and Wednesday to do what we call the daily attendance. It will be the same coursework as what the daytime class is doing, but you can expect to do, like for a day class that meets Monday through Thursday, you can expect up to 75 minutes of work per day. On a night class, we generally meet for over 2 hours, so we won't have specific times during the week to meet, but you can expect the same amount of coursework for the evening class as you would the day class. This is what the Google Classroom will look like when you accept the Google Classroom join on your Gmail. And this is kind of like a to-do list. Please stay away from this. Stream will have some announcements that I post, but where you need to go to do your daily work is on the second tab here under coursework or classwork. Okay, on Saturday or Sunday, I will be launching the first part of this, which is an introduction section in the Google Classroom. This here is the syllabus, which I'm going to go over with you during this video. And these are just videos that are located in the orientation classroom on Google Classroom. So let me just click on that real quick and I'll show you what that looks like. You will have one of these called orientation, and if you click on it and go to classwork, these are just videos. There's not assignments here, but there's all kinds of information about different platforms we use online for the school. If you have a question, it's late at night, you're stuck, you can always look through here and see if any of this stuff will help you. Any of these videos will help you. I have picked out some of the main ones that will be most beneficial for my classes, and I've launched them in this introduction section. So you don't have to go to the orientation classroom and watch every one of those videos because you may not have a class that it pertains to this year. But these here will get you started on the classroom platform if you're a new student this year. So when you go to look at assignments, mine says edit because I'm a teacher, but yours has view assignment. So when you open up your Google Classroom, you go to classwork, you look at an assignment, you always go to edit, yours will be view assignments, because sometimes I have more than just one or two things listed here, and they may not show up on that opening screen. So that way, if you go to view assignments, you won't miss anything. This here is the course syllabus, which kind of gives you a little bit of insight as to what the class is going to be about. So for this class, we'll talk about some of the body systems. We'll talk about a little bit of history of health class and possibly some of the sports and stuff. Some weeks I'll have you do an exercise log, which will be pretty much every week, as well as some weeks I'll have you do a food log. We will use different platforms, Flipgrid, Edpuzzles, and I'll give you quick videos about that when we get to those particular assignments. Okay, so for the activity log, because we're not meeting and I'm not having you walk or we're not playing games or doing stuff like that here, it's going to be a little different online. So for activity, if you're outside playing with your kids or grandkids, log that time, okay? If you're up cleaning house, you know, vacuuming, dusting, whatever, log that time. If you like to go out for walks, log that time. And then I'm also going to post some of the exercises you can do at home. So you need to put in a little bit of time every day doing some kind of physical activity. And on the Flipgrid videos, I may say, okay, videotape yourself what you're doing, you know, if you're doing certain kinds of exercises or whatever. We may also do some Google Meets where we all do some stretching together. And so we're just going to try a variety of things to see what works best and what people enjoy. with this being in the COVID environment, sometimes it's nice to be online to visit with other people just to have that social contact. So don't be paranoid about that. It may only be a few times that we do that. That will not be an everyday event. So there'll be stuff that you'll have to read. I will give you some material to read to answer questions about. There may be short tests throughout the week over some of the reading material. There will not be a large in-person final or a large final over the whole term. There may be, the final may just be like a weekly test, okay? Because some people work and piling up 2 hours of work for one night to do may be a bit much, I may be launching some of the work the day before. Like I may launch some of the assignments for Monday on Sunday so people have a little bit of extra time to work on them to get them all turned in by Monday evening. But if you check in Sunday, do the work for Monday that's posted, you still need to check in Monday because there will be what we call a daily attendance assignment, a DAA, that might be 15 minutes to up to an hour, okay, depending upon what it is. So I need you to check in every Monday and Wednesday, but be aware that you might, if you're busy, you have kids, you're working, you might want to keep an eye on your Google Classroom every day, because if I post something early, that may help you free up some time later on. But just have to check in every Monday and Wednesday for the daily attendance assignment. If you miss have more than 7 absentees during the Monday, Wednesday night classes, you could be dropped from the class. So it's very important, if you have an issue, to contact me or your life coach and let me know what's going on. So communication is very important, and we're willing to work with you, but we have to know what's going on to some degree. Here is, and you'll see it on your syllabus, and that will stay in the classroom where you can look at it at any time. This is a text me now number. It's not my actual cell phone number, but you can call me on that number, and you can also send me text on that number. If you text me or call me after 5 o'clock, depending upon what I'm doing, I might respond, or I may get back to you the next day. The same thing with emails. I get sent emails all hours of the night. That doesn't mean I get up and answer all of them, okay, when they come through. So, and then if you email me or text me, call me on Friday, after 4:15, 4:30, I may not get back to you the next Monday. Sometimes I do, but I have family also that sometimes requires some things that we do together, and so therefore I may not get back to you on Monday. This is a full credit. You have to receive a 70% or better in this course to get the PE credit. If you get between a 60 and 69%, it will just be counted as an elective credit, and you will have to repeat the course. So the expectations is that you have to do the daily attendance every Monday and Wednesday. Some of the assignments are classified as assessments. Assessments make up 70% of your grade. Classwork makes up 30%. So different things are weighted differently in this course. When you do a food log, you have to have at least 4 days filled out for 1 week. An activity log, you have to have at least 4 days filled out for a week. I give you extra spots on these logs to record more information if you want to for other days. That's up to you, but to get full credit for that week, you have to have at least 4 days filled out. I do follow the second Friday rule. So I know this is a June calendar. This is just what's on the page, but it works fine. If you receive any assignments, like let's say June 1st through June 4th, June 5th is the first Friday. June 12th is the second Friday. If you don't have everything from the week June 1st to June 4th turned in by the 12th at noon, it's a 0, okay? So that's the second Friday rule. Whenever it's assigned, whether it's on Monday or Thursday, that Friday is the first Friday. The next one's the second, and it's got to be completed unless you have extenuating circumstances. You talk to Mr. Keel, and he says you can have extended time, which I'm willing to work with that, but that's part of communication, letting us know what's going on. Grading policy, assessment, daily work I've already talked about. Please, this is a fairly easy class, so do not be copying. If there's stuff, that short answer, and I ask you to put an answer down from a worksheet, don't copy paste. Please use your own words. This here is an acknowledgement signature page on Google Classroom. If it's attached to this whole big document, please do not sign this one. There is a separate one that's just by itself for you to sign. So on Google Classroom, this one here is for you to read. PE signature page is the one that you can open. Put your cursor here, type your name in. You can't officially sign it unless you know how to do that. If you want to, that's fine. And then you'll hit submit and turn that in to me. That's your first 10-point grade. It'll be due Monday. This is not your DAA. It's just one of the assignments that's due Monday that I'm releasing early on the weekend, so you have access to it. So if you have any questions, you can contact me, message me, use the text me now number, but please give us let me get through Monday. Don't call me this particular weekend until we get everything straightened out. All right, guys, look forward to working with you this next term. If you have any questions, please let me know. Talk to you soon.